So January. What is there to do in January? Well, obviously with the animals, there's always something to do. But what can we do? Because we're all getting antsy for green. We're all getting antsy for gardens. And there are things that we can do in January. If you have seeds, it's a great time to go through your seeds and check how old they are. On every seed packet, it should have a year. Like this one says 2020. Guys, that was 2 years ago. Now, seeds don't last forever. So, what you can do in January is go through your seeds, find the ones that are the oldest, maybe toss out the ones that you're not as interested in, and then the ones that you are interested in, take the time to do germination testing. What is germination testing? Well, that's what we're going to do today. So I've been watching Luke at MI Gardener on YouTube, and he's where I get, he's the one that owns the company, the MI Gardener company, where I get a lot of my seeds. And I love them. I've had a lot of success with the MI Gardener seeds. Another great one is rareseeds.com, which is Baker Creek seeds. There's lots of great companies out there where you can get seeds. I've even had people go to the dollar store. I've heard of people who have gone to the dollar store and gotten the seeds at the dollar store and had great success from dollar store seeds. But you don't want to have an old packet of seeds from 2020 and plant them and then not get anything. You can prevent that kind of disappointment. And you do that with germination testing. So in this video, we are going to start by looking at the supplies that you're going to need for germination testing. You will need a notebook and a pen. You're going to need a container with some water. If you have some small containers with lids that you can do your testing in, that's great, but you don't have to. You can do your testing obviously, well, not obviously, but you're going to need paper towels, and you're going to need a baggie, seeds. You're going to want to find your seeds, and a Sharpie to write on the bag so you know what it is that you're testing. The steps to doing this include writing the name on the baggie of which seeds that you're testing. You're going to fold up a paper towel and you're going to get it damp to wet. Then you'll sprinkle on the seeds, and I'll talk about how many seeds in just a minute. And then you place that damp paper towel with your seeds into the baggie. Now, how long do they need to stay in there? Well, how long does it take for that seed to germinate? On the back of the package of your seeds, it'll always have a germination time. So germination right here. So these are parsnips. I did not do these this year because I have a new package of parsnips that I'm going to do, but 10 to 15 days. Basil is like 7 to 14 days. I did a couple of things of basil. Okay, so you're going to put them in the bag and you will check them at that longest germination date. And after that date, if you have 50% or more germination on your seeds, then you're good to go ahead and plant those seeds this year. After under 50%, they're not gonna be as good. Now, I'm excited to do this, one, because I do have because a couple years ago, when I was first starting my YouTube channel, let's see, I'd been doing it for about 6 months, and I was getting really excited to plant my garden beds. Anyway, last year, I was going to start my garden beds, and it took us a long time to get them in because we didn't get them in before winter. And I had bought so many seeds, and all of these seeds, I bought just packs and packs and packs of seeds in 2020. And by the time I got my garden beds in, it was too late to plant many of them. I did plant some in the garden beds we had available, but not very many. And I thought, oh, I'll do it in 2021. 2021 is when we did finally get our garden beds in. And it was so late in the season that I ended up not even planting everything that I wanted to plant, and I didn't even fill up all of my garden beds. So this year, now that these seeds are coming up on 3 years old, I need to find out if any of them are any good and if I can use them or not. Here is my little bag of chives. Okay, the other thing that you're gonna want to make sure that you do is the reason why you need the notebook. You need the notebook to keep track of what you are checking for germination, when you put it in there, and how many seeds germinated. And then that way you can figure out your percentage of seeds germinated and know whether they're good or not. I chose as a rule of thumb to do about 10% of the seeds in the package. Now, if you have a package that has 1,000 seeds in it, I don't think it's too big of a deal to do 100, and you're going to get a more accurate picture of how good they are still. Now, I know because I have packets of seeds that only have 25 in them. And that's one where it becomes a real wrench to pull out 10 seeds and only have 15 left. But it's kind of a sacrifice you make to see if those are any good. And you can always remember that you can generally buy more of those seeds if you want to. So now that it's January, it's time to plan that garden, time to plan what you're going to plant. And why don't we find out together if they're going to grow. All right, so we've done our seed starts. We've got them in their baggies. And it's only been 3 days. And according to Luke at the MI Gardener, you really shouldn't even check. You don't even need to check until it's the longest germination day. But in homeschool, we've been talking about botany and plants and seeds and how they grow. And so I had the kids grab some of our bags, and we have some really great germination rates. Not all the bags have done it, but I do want to show you what we're talking about when we're talking about germination and percentages. So let me grab those seeds. The first one we have here is our Butter Crunch lettuce. And I don't know how clearly you can see this. Maybe I'm going to pull this out. So this is our Butter Crunch lettuce. Now remember, all of these seeds are at least 2 to 3 years old. So without the bag, maybe you can see that I have a 100% germination rate on this, which means my 2020 Butter Crunch lettuce seeds are going to be just fine to plant this year. These are my Dutch cabbage. We also have a 100% germination rate there. This is my Brussels sprouts. We have 100% germination on the Brussels sprouts. And this is the first one that we saw. This is our slow bolt arugula. And we've already got sprouts. We've got little leaves going on there. And this is also 100%. So this is what you're looking for as far as a growth rate. So if you have seeds and you just don't know, go ahead and throw a few into a bag onto a paper towel and see if they'll grow. If they don't, then you know you need to buy a new package. But that's why doing it in January is such a great idea, because that gives you time to either order the seeds that you need or to find them at the store and buy them before you need them. As you get into February and March, depending on what you're planting and growing in your region and all of that, you may start planting some things in February. In March, we will be planting our starts like crazy, and I am super excited for that. So, thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. give you an idea of some things that you can do to get ready for your garden in January and February, and to help you get ready with the seeds you have. And we will see you later. Bye-bye.